Hey everyone, this is Dylan Lewis. I'm currently the pilot sales manager of the Georgia division, and I'm going to be showing you a high power demo today. So I'm going to start off by going through how I build rapport, a few key things that I say here, and then I'm going to, just go through my main demo, go through my close, and then just stop when I get to the end of the drop down. So I have Miss Jones here with me, and I'm going to be, going through it. So anyway, Miss Jones, thank you so much for letting me come over.
Yeah, of course, sweetie.
Yeah, and I love your house. How long have you lived here for?
We've lived here for about, 19 years now.
Oh,
19
wow.
going maybe on 20 years.
Gotcha. Where'd you move from?
We used to live just right around the corner before, but once we started having kids, we decided we had to get a bigger house and move everyone in.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys know a lot of people in the neighborhood and everything, living here for so long?
Oh yeah. We go to the pool, church nearby. Our kids go to school right around the corner. It's all walking distance. So we know a lot of people in the neighborhood as well.
Okay, gotcha. How many kids do you have?
Just 3.
Okay, what are their names?
Ansley, Kaiten, and Mallory.
Okay.
All girls.
Oh, wow. Seems like a handful.
Oh, yeah. They definitely are.
Yeah. So how old are they?
Well, Ansley, she just turned 25.
Oh,
Kaiten's about to turn 21.
Mm-hmm.
And Mallory is 12.
Oh,
so
wow.
She was an oops baby, but we still love her.
Oh, my God. So do they play any sports or anything like that?
Yeah, Ansley used to play soccer. She's off, living her own life now. But Kaiten used to play sports in high school, like gymnastics and swimming. And Mallory currently does swimming in the summer. They all do swimming, actually.
Okay.
They've done that in the summer.
Awesome. That's great. And so are they in college or anything like that? I mean, is Kaiten in college or?
Yeah, Kaiten's in college, and Ansley currently is out of college, but planning on going back. She actually went to Valdosta State, and Kaiten's at Georgia State.
Okay, what are they studying?
Ansley was some kind of art major. She's really, really good at art and drawing. She's fantastic. You can see some of the artwork that we have around here is her. She's so good. And Kaiten's in school for graphic design, which she's also really good at too.
And what does Mallory want to do?
Mallory, I'm not sure. She likes to do a lot of dancing, so maybe professional dancing or something like that. We haven't gotten her started on that quite yet, but definitely in the near future we will.
Gotcha.
But school-wise, she's only 12, so it's pretty far ahead for college.
Okay, gotcha. And what do you and your husband do for a living?
Well, I am also a graphic designer, so Kaiten's following in my footsteps. And my husband actually we own a business where it's a roll your own cigarette store.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. And what got you into that?
Really, excuse me, both smokers. So I guess maybe that he's a bit of an entrepreneur, a bit of an inventor. So when he wants to do something, he just does it.
Okay, gotcha. And how did you and your husband meet?
We actually met through a dating service through a newspaper. So way before your time. Yeah. And we got to talk over the phone, and then we met up, and then boom.
Oh, wow.
Married. Yeah.
Love at first sight.
Yes, it was.
Wow. Well, anyway, so I'm here to show you Cutco today, which is the world's finest cutlery. And as you do know, the finer things in life do tend to cost more, but I'm here to explain why. And just so you know, just to give you a little bit more information about me, I'm not just a knife salesman, but I do really appreciate you letting me come over, because the company does pay me just to have me over here. So, and if you do see something you like, a lot of people, pretty much everyone does. So, if you do see something you like, you can definitely get it today. And not only would you be helping me out, but, not only would you be, helping a college student, but, be helping me out a lot and, helping me towards my scholarship. And the company actually offers a scholarship to all the top reps in the nation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and here's the scholarship brochure. And this guy right here, David Frank, won't stop talking about how he won the scholarship. We're in the office together, and I'm really trying to beat him. So, if you did get anything today, it would really help me out towards that. And I'm in a huge contest right now. I'm actually trying to sell over 10 grand to help me win that scholarship. And also I'll potentially get a letter from the CEO of the company, just a letter of recommendation. Yeah, so this right here is the Cutco kitchen. A lot of people know that we make knives, but a lot of people don't know that we also make flatware and cookware. And the whole Cutco kitchen is about 12 grand. So if you want to write a check for that real quick, that'd be great.
You're funny.
But anyway, so just to give you some more information about myself, I went to Centennial High School, and I was on the wrestling team. I was the captain of the wrestling team for 2 years. I was in TSA. I was in Beta Club. I was in student council. I'm also an Eagle Scout. And I currently go to University of North Georgia, and I'm a business major there. And I have one brother, 2 stepbrothers, and a stepsister. And my dream job is to run my own business. And Miss Jones, do you mind if I share some of my goals with you?
Yeah, of course.
So you see, I'm working with Cutco because I want to gain some valuable resume experience and stand out from my peers. And also, I want to become the top rep in my office and earn a scholarship through the company, as you can tell. Because I really want to be David. But anyway, so since I just started, I'm going to read from my manual. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great. Well, also, I really see myself doing well with this, so please work with me since I am new. And just so I know, have you heard of Cutco before?
I actually have not.
Okay, gotcha. No worries. We're actually going to learn. We're gonna have a ton of fun getting to know all about Cutco today. So, as I said over the phone, you don't have to get anything, but if you do see something you like, you can get it today. And not only would you be getting a great product, you'd be helping me out too. And Cutco is awesome. We have tons of accessories and pieces, and you can buy gifts as well. And just so I know, you cook because you have to, like to, or love to.
I love to cook.
Okay, great. Well, I'm just gonna write some of this stuff down just so I can get to know a little bit more about you and how you cook.
Okay, yeah.
So you said you love to cook?
Yes, I do.
Okay, gotcha. And if you were, or how many nights a week would you say you normally cook?
Probably about 5 or so. Definitely during the weeknights,
wow.
And then going on the weekends.
Wow, that's way above average. Normally it's like 1 or 2.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So, and if you were to, how much would you say you normally spend if you were to eat out as a family?
Well, let's see. Probably maybe $50, $60.
Okay.
Maybe 70.
Okay. So I'm just going to go with 60 probably. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were entertaining, how many places would you say you normally have? Like 8, 10, 12, or 24?
Well, we have my mother over quite a bit, so probably 10.
Okay.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
We do like to entertain a lot.
Got it. All right. And how much would you say you normally spend if you were to go out and to the grocery store like a week?
Oh gosh, probably 200.
Okay. Gotcha. And Ms. Jones, before I tell you anything about Cutco, if you were to design the perfect knife set for you, what kind of qualities would you want your knives to have?
Well, I would definitely want them to be sharp, of course.
Yeah. Stay
and
sharp. You want to be like comfortable?
Yeah,
okay.
Comfortable for my hand. Yeah, I actually have arthritis in my wrist.
Okay.
So that would something that could work with that would be nice.
Okay, gotcha. And would you do you put your knives in the dishwasher?
I do.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you're aware. Typically, you're not supposed to do that, because it can actually warp the blade and things like that because of the heat of it. But would you want something that can go in the dishwasher?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
When it comes to washing dishes, I'm just a throw it in the dishwasher kind of gal.
Yeah, I understand. So yeah, it's who has time for that?
Right.
And,
especially with 3 kids. It's
yeah,
crazy it.
Definitely. And would you want your knives to have any guarantees or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe like a lifetime guarantee.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. Guaranteed. Stay sharp, comfortable, dishwasher safe. Anything else?
Maybe something pretty, Yeah.
Okay.
I like nice things in my kitchen.
Okay. Gotcha. So something that's pretty and stands out or aesthetic. Got it.
Right.
All right. Well, okay. Well, anyway, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a quick video. But first I need to see your sharpest straight edge knife, serrated knife, steak knife, as well as a shiny penny.
Okay. Let me just get that right here.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So anyway, just to give you some more information about the company, Cutco has been around since 1949, and all knives have been made here in the USA in our factory in Olean, New York. And we sell over $200 million worth of Cutco annually with over 19 million customers. We actually done over $1 billion in repeat business. And you may have seen us on TV shows such as Modern Marvels, Made in America, and How It's Made. And it's one of the only products you can actually buy once, use it every day, and never have to replace.
Ooh.
And Also, Cutco is the proud producer of K-Bar knives, which are used by our military and police forces. And you may have seen us on shows like, or the movie American Sniper, Lone Survivor, or the TV show The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, it's a great one. And
I never knew that. Wow.
And also, just so you know, a fun fact is actually all the White House chefs use Cutco. And
Really?
yeah, and during the Cold War, President Reagan actually gave the leader of Russia, which was Gorbachev, he actually gave him a Cutco knife set to demonstrate American ingenuity. And also, I'm not sure if you knew this, but Gorbachev actually ended the Cold War, and I like to think Cutco had something to do with it. But anyway, so we're also involved in a lot of local and national charities, such as Feeding America and Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Front Row Foundation. And in our office, we're actually heavily involved with the Boys and Girls Club and the Humane Society.
Yeah.
So to start off, I'd like to show you 2 products that really demonstrate the quality of Cutco. So first we have our super shears. So everyone loves our shears. You see that, Penny? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's great for any indoor and outdoor projects.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, as you can see, I can cut through a penny. And they're really great for cutting through any difficult projects you have. They can even cut through gutters, or with all your kids, you might have some school projects, or with Mallory having some toys or anything you might need to cut open, or any boxes, anything like that. They can actually cut through a mile of cardboard without being sharp or without needing to be sharpened, and they'll stay sharp for 38 years used every day. And here's a flower for you.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and also they come apart for easy cleaning, and all of our products are dishwasher safe. So
that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. All right, and next is our veggie peeler. So you've got to try this.
Ooh.
So it actually peels in both directions, and it can be used in left or right hand. So all of our products are ambidextrous. Also, it's covered in a scuba diving material called Kraton. So if it's ever wet, your slip off. I know, like my sister actually got her wisdom teeth removed, or her wisdom teeth removed. So I had to make her mashed potatoes. So I kept washing them and peeling them and washing them and peeling them. My hands were getting really wet and kind of slippery, but luckily they never slipped because I was using that peeler. And also it's got a little tool in the tip of it right here. So you can see it actually is able to get the eyes out of your potatoes or anything like that. So
wow.
Yeah. And so now we're just going to watch a short video together. It's only about 13 minutes. In fact, we'll just watch a few minutes at a time while doing a few cutting demonstrations. A few really cool things to pay attention to are these are real customers and their testimonials. Also pay attention to the Forever Guarantee, because that's one thing that makes us truly unique.
For our wedding, they didn't last the test of time.
I cut things and saw through the tomato, and
Does that ever happen to you?
Oh yes, I hate
It
that.
said that they got dull very quickly. Sometimes we just couldn't find the right knife.
Does that draw look familiar?
Actually, it does. It's very familiar.
Since we've got Cutco, we have the variety of knives. Each knife.
You ever cut through cheese or anything like that?
Does
Yeah,
something
absolutely.
different.
When we first picked up the knives, we could tell the difference. We weren't used to having such sharp blades. The tools working like they were supposed to.
we actually use them so frequently, I can't put them away. It's just part of our kitchen now.
When it comes to preparing food and cooking meals for your family, a set of sharp, dependable knives in your kitchen can be the
You ever
difference
cut up
between
lemons or
cooking
limes?
because
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to.
Husband ever put a lime in his Corona or something?
We both do. Yeah.
You ever cook anything in a dish like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Tons of casseroles,
Not so much.
lasagna.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't compare the Cutco to any knife that they sell in a department store because I've tried them all. The only knives I have are Cutco's. We're preparing meals for 10 people 3 times a day. I need a knife that
I want to see her
can
family
go to,
photo.
that has a quality that's going
Must
to
be a
work
massive
every
family.
time.
My
And
goodness.
Cutco does it for me. Cutco quality is number one.
It's a lot of cooking.
Since
Oh, yeah.
1949, for millions of families across the country, the right knives are Cutco knives. Cutco knives are made right here in America, always have been. And today, hundreds of Cutco team members craft each knife with an artisan's eye for quality and detail. This
Actually, a fun fact is that we actually throw out over $100,000 worth of knives every year due to imperfections and scratches and things like that. Because one thing about Cutco is that we don't create a quantity. we focus on equality. So it doesn't matter how many knives we produce as long as they're all perfect when they get to the customer. And one thing that you'll notice that Cutco really does is we take modern technology and old school craftsmanship and put them together to make something truly unique. So
Wow.
anyway,
Craftsmanship is one of the reasons that every Cutco knife comes with a forever guarantee, a powerful promise we've stood behind since our founding in 1949. That means your Cutco set will be the last set of knives you'll ever need to buy. 10 years, 20 years, even generations down the road, Cutco will sharpen your knives and replace any defective item for free. No one else does that because no one else is
now,
Cutco.
isn't the guarantee amazing?
Yeah, oh my
Which is
gosh.
very rare. And they're an American company, which is even better.
It's lifetime warranty, so I did have the experience of having it once replaced with no questions asked.
Warranty on a knife that we've had for over a decade, and we've had a couple knives replaced that have been damaged. It was very easy.
Cutco can make this guarantee because of the unique patented design and the meticulous multi-step construction process that goes into its knives. It's what makes Cutco unique and a cut above
You
all
ever
others
get
in quality,
pizza with all those
durability,
kids?
and
Oh yeah,
user satisfaction.
definitely. Mallory loves
Cutco
pizza.
puts
Oh,
each
yeah.
blade through a 3-step heat treating process, creating the best balance of hardness, flexibility, rust and stain resistance, and edge retention. After that, the blade is meticulously polished to enhance rust resistance. And then comes the secret to Cutco's sharpness and durability, the exclusive Double D recessed edge. This process creates a series of 3 razor-sharp edges on the blade, with pointed teeth that protect it from contacting surfaces that might dull the knife.
So if you look here, see, the thing is, one big misconception about Cutco is that we make serrated knives, which we actually don't. We don't make any serrated knives.
Yeah.
So if you look here, you see that's a normal serrated knife,
Mhm.
and this is a Cutco Double D edge. So the difference is that we actually have 3 straight edges in between every tooth that allows the user to move forward, backward, or straight down with equal ease. So it's really the most ergonomic design in a blade. So one thing that Cutco understands is that not everyone's a chef, but most other knives like Hinkles or Wusthof, have you ever heard any of those?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Actually, I think, yeah, you have a Hinkles right
Yeah.
here. But anyway, a lot of those knives are designed for chefs, but Cutco understands not everyone's a chef. So when you use a knife of like ours, it doesn't matter how you're trying to cut; it'll cut in any way you want to. So
Oh wow, that's convenient.
yeah, and also it stays sharper for much longer. So a normal knife, like I said, will stay sharp for at least 10 before you need to have it sharpened, and then we'll sharpen it for you for free.
Oh, wow.
But anyway,
The Double D recessed edge allows the blade to cut forward,
see, doesn't that look
backward,
smooth?
or
It
straight
does.
down with equal ease. You can cut virtually
Yeah, you never have a problem with
which
those
makes
tomatoes ever again.
preparation
Yeah.
fast and fun. Here's proof of how sharp a Cutco blade is. This is a tough piece of leather.
All right, so I do have some leather right here. So, Ms. Jones, I want to have you use your steak knife.
Okay.
Take this for me. And this is your sharpest knife, your sharpest steak knife, right?
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to have you cut
Sharp
through
as
this.
it can be. Oh, I'm scared. I got
You got it?
Ooh.
There you go. Awesome. So now I'm just going to have you do the same thing with our table knife. So this is the Cutco table knife. There you go.
Thank you.
So now I'm just going to have you do the same thing with this.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Pretty easy, right?
Wow.
So now I'm going to double up on this. So do that one more time for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That was
so-
amazing.
Pretty easy, right?
Yes.
So now I'm going to show you one more thing. And this will really give you an idea of how that double D edge works. So I'm going to have you take your table knife,
Mhm.
put it right on top of this stack for me. I'm going to push down, okay? All right, so see how I just made a little bit of a line there?
Yeah,
Not really
didn't
much.
do much.
So now I'm going to have you do the same thing with this table knife.
Okay.
All right.
So strong. Wow.
So notice how I just cut through
Yeah.
all of those with one push.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's that third edge for you, really just working when you push straight down. So like I said, it doesn't really matter how you're trying to cut with it. It'll cut in any direction you really want it to. So, you guys ever been at the dinner table and you're all trying to cut steak at the same time and the whole thing's shaking?
Yes, our table is so old it does that all the time.
Yeah, so you'll never have an issue with that again when you're cooking. Obviously, I'm sure Mr. Jones knows how to cook his steak right and everything, but it may just be your knives, and just with this, obviously, you'll never have that problem again.
Right.
So
my father does like his steak well done, so this would definitely benefit him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Using a regular kitchen knife, even a brand new one,
It looks like
cutting
mine.
is practically impossible. Now, watch what the Cutco table knife can do. Notice its rounded design for added safety and no rivets,
Yeah, I
so
like
it looks
that,
great
the
on the
rounded.
table.
Mhm.
But can it cut? Can it ever?
Sharpness is everything. Product from Cutco is
You ever cut up heads of
short
lettuce or anything?
of,
Definitely lettuce, some cabbage.
Yeah, you guys cut up a lot of salads?
Yes,
Okay.
love salad.
Ever.
Love salad.
Single.
Ever cut up
Here's
avocados?
something you might not know.
Yes, I love
You may
avocado
already
toast.
own an incredibly expensive set of knives. Ever seen a kitchen drawer that looks like this? Loads and loads of knives, most of which you never use because they're too dull or aren't right for the job. That's money wasted. A lot of money when you add it all up. It's actually much more cost-effective to invest in a set of quality knives. Knives that come with a forever guarantee.
Doesn't look so smooth.
Yeah.
You guys ever cut up watermelon for like the holidays or anything, or like in the
Knives
summer,
that you'll be
Yeah,
having
4th of
sometimes.
July and
every
stuff?
day.
Okay.
This is squash.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at a few of the most popular knives in a set. If you've ever tried to cut a tomato with a dull knife, you know how frustrating and messy it can be. The Cutco trimmer makes quick work of tomatoes, oranges, apples, cucumbers, great for sectioning grapefruit and oranges. Easily trims and bones meat, poultry, and fish. It's even a great bar knife for lemons and limes. This versatile knife is a star of your set, and one of the key reasons Cutco won About.com's Reader's Choice Award for Best Cutlery Brand.
So the first knife in your set is the trimmer. So this one is basically a great tomato knife. So I'm gonna have you try it out on this tomato right here.
Wow.
Yeah, see how thin of a slice you can cut. Oh wow, that's pretty thin.
My
Great.
gosh. Wow,
Yeah.
that is sharp.
Yeah, so that one is great for anything that's about the size of your fist. So anything that's a little bit like maybe cutting around chicken or something like that. If you got something small, like cutting the fat off of it or something, that's why it's the trimmer. And also it's great, like I said, for tomatoes or anything. And then we have a good paring knife that would be good for like lemons and limes or anything like that from Mr.
great.
Jones. But anyway, so that is the trimmer. Or just keep moving on.
The trimmer. I love the trimmer. That's my favorite knife. I use it when I'm cutting up salads and I'm trimming a steak.
I use it for my meats like chicken, roast. I really use it for everything. So it's a pretty multi-purpose knife.
Ready to do some chopping, dicing, slicing, and mincing? The Home Chef now has a classic knife at their disposal, the Petite Chef.
So I don't have this one to show, but if you did decide to get anything, it would help me win it in my fast start. And this one is great for the 6 S's. So that's soup, salad, stew, stuffing, stir fry, and salsa. So do you ever cook any of those or chop any of that?
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely chop a lot of onions, which is
Okay,
on there too.
Great. Well, yeah, this knife in your set is perfect for anything like that. So any chopping, this
Just
is
place
the
the
one
tip
your
on the cutting
go-to
board
for your
and
set.
rock the blade.
Make
using
it
the
look so
back of the
easy.
blade to
Yeah,
cut.
I know.
When done this way, you feel
So yeah,
as
this is
though
the
you're
proper way to
cutting air.
chop.
My favorite Cutco knife is the chef knife. Just cutting the lettuce.
So this is how you know-
Super fun.
So you know she's not a chef because that's obviously not lettuce.
It's really chopped really fine. It makes cooking a lot easier.
It has a nice long blade and chop quickly. I don't think I realized how efficient that would be.
And now, the knife that's more than a knife, the Cutco Spatula Spreader. It's the world's premier sandwich and bagel knife.
You ever make
Spread mayo,
sandwiches?
cream
All the
cheese, or
time for
jellies.
my kids'
No
lunch.
muss,
Yeah.
no fuss.
PB&J's?
Cut cakes with
Definitely.
ease. Serve up neat, appetizing portions of lasagna. Slice
That
up
looks
pizza.
so good.
By far.
You ever do any baking or anything like that?
Spatula.
We love brownies.
Oh, yeah.
We love our
You can
brownies.
cut the bagel, then you can scoop the spread. It's all with one tool.
So the next knife in your set is the spatula spreader. So this one is a great one for your set because it's a great multi-tool. Like, first of all, it's an instrument. Do you know what note that is?
No idea.
It's B sharp. because it will always be sharp.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
anyway, also they spent a lot of time in the design of this blade. If you look closely, notice how they etched this beautiful woman in it.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So no, but seriously, it's a great multi-tool because you ever have a casserole or a brownie pan or something and you use one knife to cut it and then you use like a spatula to scoop it out.
Yes.
Well, this one actually has the double edge on it. So, if you notice how if I take this piece of leather, it still cuts clean
Wow.
through anything you're trying to cut. So it has that double D edge on there. So it'll cut clean through wherever you're cutting, and then you can serve with it. Or if you're ever cutting through like a cake or something, you're not going to rip it if you're pushing down. You push
Right.
straight down and you'll cut right through it like you saw with the leather earlier. And
Wow.
also, if you're ever making sandwiches, if you notice how the teeth kind of add a little bit of a comb to it, so it combs it nice and evenly after you cut it. You cut your bagel, you spread it on. So it actually does a lot for you. So it actually, rather than using a knife and then a spatula, then you only use one thing and you just throw it in the dishwasher when you're done.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you
nice.
notice, we actually spent a lot of time in the design of the handle, and it's it's pretty aesthetic, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I love these white ones. Those
Yeah.
are beautiful.
Yeah, and also we actually spent over $1 million on this handle design.
What?
Yeah, the man who designed it, his name was Thomas Lamb. He designed Porsche steering wheels, polio crutches, and actually airplane joysticks.
Wow.
He devoted his life to finding the perfect fit for hands. He actually went over 700 different hands before he decided that this design could fit in anyone's hand. So
Impressive.
yeah, it's very it's very aesthetic, and also he spent a lot of time in design. So if you want to grab that for me, so notice how it doesn't want to slip.
Right.
Yeah, how's that feel?
Feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very comfortable. It doesn't matter how you're trying to hold it. Because one thing I've noticed is that a lot of chefs, when they're like, a lot of people want to put their finger up on the blade when they're cutting.
Right.
But that's why we actually extended the handle. So it fits the entire length of my finger and then it curves right into the base of my palm. So it's very comfortable how I'm trying to cut with it. And then I see a lot of chefs will choke up on it and chop.
Right.
But that's why we actually have these two notches right here. So it's a lot safer. So you don't have to keep your hand so close to the blade, and it won't slide forward if you're pushing or anything like that. So it's very comfortable
Wow.
when you're holding it.
So you
So
can hold it multiple ways.
yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's the most ergonomic design in a handle too, because it really depends. It doesn't matter. Like I said, Cutco knows that you're not a chef, so it doesn't matter how you're trying to hold it. As long as you're holding a Cutco knife, you're going to hold it the right way. Yeah. So anyway, you have any questions on that or anything so far?
Nope.
Okay.
It's been pretty clear.
Finally, let's look at a knife you probably won't use every day, but when you need it, you'll be so glad it's in your
Wowza.
set.
Oh yeah.
It's the renowned Cutco butcher knife.
So the butcher knife, again, is not one of the knives I have in my set right now, but if you did decide to purchase anything, it would help me towards my fast start to win that knife. And this one is considered the protector of your set. So anything you think the other ones won't cut through, that one will definitely do it. And also I like to consider it the protector of your home, because if someone breaks in, that's the one I'm going for.
It looks like a big knife.
Oh yeah. No, that's the husband's favorite right there. It's great for grilling or anything because it has that length, so you don't have to get too close to your meat when you're checking it or anything.
Wow.
It may look intimidating, but use it once and you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. Heavy duty and tough.
You guys ever
Easily
cook any like big
segments
meats or
rich
anything, or
cuts.
Definitely
do any
barbecue.
ribs or
Yes.
okay?
Watch it go through
Definitely
a
squash. We love
pineapple,
butternut squash.
even
Oh,
So
yeah.
hard to cut
Single
through.
nuts.
We don't have very
Butcher
many
knife.
good knives that can do
Great
that
for cutting.
in the house.
Just goes through it like crazy. It's so easy to get around. You don't have to worry about the heat because it has that length.
Having the right knife for the right job is like having the right club for every
Do you or
shot.
Mr. Jones ever
The right
golf?
tool for every
Mr.
task.
Jones does.
The
He
right
does.
shoes
Yes.
For every occasion.
I'm sure you know what that's like,
With
right?
the right set,
Yes.
On the right shoes for every
your work
occasion.
goes faster,
Yes, I love
better,
shoes.
and is a lot more rewarding. With Cutco knives, cooking is fun. Beyond that, using a dull knife, especially for the wrong purpose, is a serious safety hazard.
Ooh, that looks
It's been
dangerous.
proven that most kitchen accidents involve the knife, especially a dull knife. That's because people force dull knives.
So notice how he's cutting towards himself.
Right.
He can easily hurt himself, and that's one big thing that a lot of people don't know is that most of the accidents that happen in kitchens are because of a dull knife. It's actually much safer to use a sharp knife when you're in the kitchen, and it's actually the same steel as surgeons use. It's actually high carbon stainless surgical steel. So, and when a surgeon's operating, he's not going to have to saw or anything, right? He's going to
right.
nice, clean, fluid motions, get in and get out and be done with it. And same thing when you're cooking. You don't realize how much energy you're spending until you don't have to anymore. And the fact is that you want to get in and get out and enjoy your meal. So that's why it's best to have something that's, a proper working tool. So when you're cutting with it, it cuts very clean, and it just takes a lot of energy out and a lot of time, and you're able to enjoy your food more than take the time to make it. So
use them improperly in order to get them to cut, and that's how accidents happen. Sharp, safely stored, and properly used knives are a far safer
see how
choice
clean that
and
is?
make your
So
kitchen a
smooth.
much more enjoyable place. All the knives in your Cutco set are guaranteed to be sharp forever because we'll sharpen them for free, anytime, anywhere, no matter how long ago you bought them. How sharp are they? Watch this. This is the Cutco Petite Carver. Our customers have given this knife a 5-star rating on Cutco.com, and no wonder. This is a length of thick rope.
All right, so guess what's next?
Something with rope.
Yeah. Yes, I do have some rope. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you cut through this piece of rope with your straight edge knife first.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm going to cut through this for me. So just start from the back, push down as hard as you can, and pull back and forth until you cut through it. 1, 2, 3,
I'm not sure this is gonna
4,
do much.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah. Barely a dent.
Yeah. So typically I'd have you cut all the way through it, but obviously that knife is pretty dull. And one thing I'm not sure if you're aware of, I mean, I noticed that you have wooden handled knives. I'm not sure if you were aware, but wooden handled knives are actually one of the #1 leading cause of foodborne illness.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because they're very porous. They're going to absorb things like water, sweat, blood, grease, things like that. And it's not very sanitary at all. It's actually, it grows a lot of bacteria, but
That's disgusting.
yeah. But anyway, like, you want to smell that for me, Ms. Jones?
Oh, pew.
Yeah. It's not candy, Ms. Jones. But anyway, so now I'm going to have you do the same thing with your serrated knife.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did I get it?
Almost.
Oh.
There you go. So about 6 strokes. So now I'm going to have you do the same thing with the next knife in your set,
Ooh, my hands hurt.
which is the Cutco Petite Carver. There you go. So yeah, just start from the back and pull through like you've been doing.
Oh, whoa.
So you notice the difference there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot easier.
Yeah, so like I said, it's very sharp and it'll save you a lot of time. And notice how much rougher your serrated edge cut was compared to the double D edge.
Yes, that's a clean cut right there.
Yeah, so it bites in like a serrated knife, but it cuts clean like a straight edge. So, you're not going to have any issues if you're you ever cut turkey or something and it kind of rips up on you a little bit.
Yes. all the
Yeah,
time.
and I remember for my Thanksgiving dinners, like my grandfather would bring out like an electric knife to cut it, but it's it kind of tear it apart because it's moving so fast. But that one you can do nice clean fluid motions and it'll cut right through it, no problem. And actually in the set that I think would be best for you actually has one size bigger than this. This is our petite carver, and it comes with a petite carving set or a petite carving fork, and that's like your petite carving set.
Mhm.
And then we have a full size carver with a carving fork, and that's more of a your master carving set within your set. So like I said, this is the petite carving set within your set, and then you have the bigger one, which is the master set carving set in your set. But anyway, so after that, now I'm just gonna keep going.
It's tough and fibrous like a big roast. Now watch this. If it can cut rope like this,
Pretty familiar.
imagine how
Yes.
easily it will glide through your toughest cutting jobs.
Other knives I had to saw through. With Cutco, I have not had to do that. They stay sharp. I have been 100% satisfied.
It's clear that a Cutco knife set is the premier choice and the most important set of tools in your kitchen. So now let's talk value. Remember that every knife in every set is American-made in Cutco's own facility in upstate New York and is completely covered by Cutco's one-of-a-kind Forever Guarantee. These are knives that will last for your lifetime and beyond. Nobody else offers that kind of value.
The Cutco knives made a huge difference in our kitchen. For 15 years, we've had the same set of knives. Everybody talks about the good quality and the sharpness of it, how long it stays sharp. I know that we've gotten our money's worth out of those knives.
Remember, too, that Cutco knives are made of the highest quality materials. The handles, for example, are not wood or cheap plastic, but thermal resin for far greater strength, dishwasher endurance, and long-term durability.
Actually, the handle material, if you look closely, you see how it kind of looks like petrified wood or something like that?
Right.
Yeah, it's actually not. Like I said, wood is not something you want to use in the kitchen. So that's why it's actually thermoresin, and thermoresin is the same material as bowling balls or professional football helmets. So it's very strong, and also black boxes and airplanes are made out of it because it can withstand a lot of heat. And also a lot of dishwashers are lined with resin, and the racks are made out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, obviously it is dishwasher safe.
Oh,
and,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
yes.
and, so it actually withstands a lot of heat, so it'll never warp anything and won't crack or break on you. And they actually mix 3 different colors of thermoresin together. So it comes out with its own unique pattern every single time. So, no 2 Cutco knives look exactly the same. They're all actually truly unique. So
It's very interesting.
They will crack, splinter, chip, or absorb grease. Wooden handles can become bacteria breeding grounds. Cheap brass rivets
got me
will
there.
be discolored and show their age. Cutco exclusively uses corrosion-resistant nickel-silver rivets for the utmost in appearance and durability.
So I do want to quickly go over the guarantees with you.
Okay.
So first is our forever performance guarantee. So basically, if at any time you're not completely satisfied with the performance of your Cutco product, we'll correct the problem and replace it for free. Next is our forever sharpness guarantee. So we take care of sharpening your knives for our customers. So if your knife starts to go dull, you can do one of 2 things. You can either send it back to the factory and be sharpened and polished for free, and then all you have to do is pay the return shipping. And then or you can just call me. I'll come out and sharpen all your knives for free. So, and then we have a forever replacement service agreement for misuse or abuse. So let's say Mallory decides to take a knife outside and tries to chop a tree with it or something and ends up breaking it. Well, we'll actually replace it for 1/2 its retail value, which I think is pretty fair. But if you do break it in the kitchen, it's replaced 100% free. Honestly, they don't ask too many questions. So. But anyway, and then we have our 15-day unconditional money back guarantee. So that's 15 business days. So you actually have 3 weeks to try them all out. And let's say you get your set, and it turns out you feel like you would use a lot of the knives, but it turns out there's a couple of them you don't use. You actually send those back individually and get a refund on those as well.
Oh,
So yeah, you don't necessarily have to just return the whole set if that were the case. But anyway, I'm sure you'd love it. Everyone does. And I do want to give you my personal guarantee because, I wouldn't feel comfortable showing something that I didn't personally believe in. A lot of my family members got Cutco. Now my whole family has Cutco because of me. But like I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable showing something that I didn't personally believe in. And real quick, I just want to check. Do you have my number saved?
I don't believe I do. No.
Okay, great. Can you take out your cell phone real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you save my number just in case you have any questions or anything. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
Okay.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, perfect.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, just say my number. Just put me in as Cutco Dylan. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can just type in Cutco, and if you forget my name, and then I'll just pop up, and if you need your knife sharpened or anything. But anyway, so now we're just gonna finish out the rest of the video. But real quick, I wanted to recap on why Cutco is really the Rolls Royce of cutlery. So the first thing is the wedge lock grip handle.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, we spent so much time on the design of the handle. So it really makes sense on, it doesn't matter how you're trying to hold it, and it costs more to have that. Like I said, it costs over $1 million to have it, but it's worth it because it doesn't matter how you're trying to hold it. Cutco will it doesn't matter how you want to hold it. However you hold it, you're going to hold it the right way when you're holding the Cutco knife. Next is our full tang nickel silver rivets. So we have our full tang, which is the metal that goes all the way through the handle. So it adds a little bit more stability and balance when you're cutting with it. So it takes a lot of the pressure off, and it's not, tipping too far or anything like that. So it's easier for you to cut, and it's a lot sturdier. And then we have our nickel silver rivets. So the rivets are very strong, and there's no bacteria or anything that can grow in between them. And, they stay shiny rather than, if you notice, kind of like on these on your wooden handle knife, how the rivets are kind of discolored. And that's because
Right.
they're brass, and a lot of oxidation or mildew and things can build up in between that. But we don't have any issues with that. So it costs more to have that nickel silver rivet and the quality of the steel to go all the way through the handle. But it's worth it because, like I said, you have a lot better balance and stability, and it's going to be a lot sturdier. And then, the quality of the steel is 420. It's a 440A high carbon stainless surgical steel. So it costs more to use it, but it's worth it because it has the best balance of hardness, edge retention, and stain resistance. So it's not going to rust on you or anything like that. And if it ever were, we have those guarantees to make up for it. So anyway, and then the next thing is our double D edge. So it costs more to have that double D edge on there, but it's worth it because it doesn't matter how you're trying to cut. Cutco will cut in any direction you really want it to, and it stays sharper than any other knife. And we're actually able to sharpen that double D edge for you as well. And then lastly is our, forever guarantee. So it costs more to have that forever guarantee, but it's worth it because, the satisfaction of all our customers is very important to us. So we want to make sure that, you're completely satisfied with the purchase of your Cutco product. So anyway, we're just going to finish the rest of this video real quick.
So let's begin with an entry-level set, the essentials. It comes with a paring knife.
So this is basically a set for it's a good gift or going off for college or something like that. You might want to get this for Caden or whatever it might be.
The starter set.
Yeah, it's kind of like a starter set for someone who's either for a wedding gift or for someone going off to school.
Easy monthly payments of $113.20. That's a savings of $33, and you get a solid starter set that will last a lifetime. Plus, we'll include a free small cutting board, a $27 value free. That's a total savings of $60. Looking for even more versatility and value? You'll want the homemaker set with a paring knife, a trimmer, spatula spreader, a petite carver, a turning fork, a butcher, a petite chef, a slicer, a carver, and carving fork. 8 table knives.
So yeah, this is more of our basic
or
set right
cherry
here.
finish oak block, and a bonus sharpener. Sold individually, this selection of fine knives would total $1,540. But you can buy the set today for just 5 easy payments of $267.60. You save $184. Plus, we'll include a free medium cutting board, a $30 value free. That's a total savings of $214. For the more ambitious home chef, look no further than the Cutco Signature Set.
So this is more of our family
Featuring an
set.
impressive array of the finest knives in the Cutco collection. You get a paring knife, a trimmer, spatula spreader, a petite carver, a turning fork, a butcher, a French chef, a slicer, a carver and carving fork, the petite santoku, a hearty slicer, this traditional cheese knife, 10 table knives, a sharpener, and your choice of a honey or cherry finish oak block. This is a set any professional chef would be proud to own. You could pay $2,347 if you bought these individually. But today, the entire signature set, everything you see here, is yours for just 5 easy monthly payments of $401.40. Plus, with your purchase, we'll include a small, medium, and large cutting board. Together, a $90 value, absolutely free. That brings your total savings to $352. And to help you decide, we'll include our world-famous Super Shears with the Essentials or Homemaker set. And if you purchase the Signature set, you'll not only get our Super Shears, we'll include our kitchen tool set absolutely free. Ask your rep for details. This customer favorite has a 5-star rating for a reason. Strong and versatile. You can use them in the kitchen, the garden, anywhere. Cut everything from delicate herbs to that ridiculously tough plastic packaging your regular scissors just can't handle. The heavy-duty blades separate for easy cleaning. How powerful are the shears? Strong enough to easily cut through this penny. These Super Shears are a $117 value, but they're yours as a free gift with either the Essentials or Homemaker set. And if you decide to purchase our Signature set, which comes with the Super Shears, you will receive the kitchen tool set valued at $227 with your order today. And now, your Cutco representative is ready to answer any
I prefer a
questions you
kitchen
may have.
consultant.
And you can choose
You
a
know.
set that turns this into this, and this into this. Thanks for choosing Cutco. American made, forever guaranteed.
Okay, so let me just show you our 3 most popular set. So I know, like I said, the Essentials is, like more of a gift, something like that. So I'm going to show you. There's actually one more set a little bit bigger than this one, than the Signature. So if you look here, this is the Homemaker. So this is our basic set. And it's basically 7 knives, 2 forks, and a spatula. And so it has it was designed in 1949 for all your basic household needs. And so it comes with pretty much all the knives that I showed you today, and that's that master carving set within your set, like I was talking about.
Mhm.
It also comes with 8 table knives and a medium cutting board. And then here's our family set, which comes with all the basic pieces, plus our 3 most custom recommended knives right here. So do you ever cut through like potatoes or cheese or anything like that?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it also comes with our cheese knife, and then this one is more of our barbecue knife, which is a hearty slicer. And then you get your petite chef, or excuse me, your petite sentoku. If ever you and your husband are cooking in the kitchen at the same time, you don't have to trade off or anything. It also comes with our choice between steak or table knives and the super shears. And it also comes with 10 table knives. Like you said, you normally sit 10 people. So, it'd fit everyone there for you. And then we have our complete set. So this set comes with all the basic pieces and then your vegetable and your meat set right here. So basically, this one is like a food processor in a block. So, and the people who like the Homemaker, the Ultimate, and our complete set right here is people who want the biggest and best or just the right tool for the right job. And I know this looks like a lot of knives, but it's actually the exact same size as this blue book.
Okay.
So do you think that would look better over here or over here?
Probably over there.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, so this is for people who have to cook. It's for people who cook like 1 to 2 nights a week. This is for someone who cooks like 3 to 4 nights a week, and then this is for someone who cooks more like 5 to 7 nights a week. So this is for someone who kind of has to cook, someone who loves to cook, and this is for someone kind of in between. So if you were to get a set of Cutco today, out of these 3 sets, which one would you say you kind of fall into?
Well, probably this one. I mean, I gotta have it all.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, this set right here, and would you want that with the steak or table knives?
I think we'd rather have the steak knives.
Okay, gotcha. You want some a little bit bigger?
Right.
Gotcha. And would you want that in the white or the black handle?
Definitely white.
Okay. And do you like that? Would you want that in the honey or the cherry block? Honestly, I think the cherry would fit really well with your countertops.
Yeah.
Like this dark cherry, I feel like would probably match well. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it would go well with the white too. So definitely cherry.
Okay, gotcha. So anyway, this set right here. Check that for you. Let me see. So that complete set right there
Mm-hmm.
comes out to that much altogether, and only that much to try out. And if you did decide to get this set today, as a bonus, I can include our kitchen tool set for free.
Oh, okay.
So would that be something you're interested in?
Yeah, I definitely think.
It's just gonna drop down
Oh.
through everything.
No, sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
so
a bit too much.
is it a little too much money, or is it too many knives?
I'd say it's a bit too much money.
Okay, gotcha. So now let me ask you: if you were to get it, would you feel like this is? I mean, if you were to be able to afford it, do you think you would get it?
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay, gotcha. Well, anyway, I forgot to mention, by the way, real quick, we do offer a few cool things about Cutco is that it's comfortable, safe, and sanitary, and we are guaranteed forever. So it'll be last set of knives you'd ever buy. And also, we'll offer bun coverage. So do you know what bun coverage is?
No.
It's buy once, use it every day, and never replace. So your buns are covered. But seriously, can you think of anything in your house that you use every single day and never would have to replace?
No, I I can't.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but anyway, so I know that's a little bit too pricey, but so let me see what I can do. So, would you be interested in looking at it for like what it looks like with the table knives?
Sure, yeah. That
Okay.
that would make it a lot cheaper.
Yeah, we can see. I mean, it would be a little bit cheaper because it's less steel and everything like that. So with the table knives, let me see. So that with just the table knives, the complete set with the table knives, comes out to that much altogether, and only that much to try out. Would that work for you?
That's still a little bit much for my budget.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then what we can do is, like I said, the family set would probably be a little bit better suited for you, just because, as I said, it does come with 10 table knives or 10 table or steak knives, and you normally set 10 people at the table. So
Right.
that one would be. Let me see. So that one comes out to it'd be that much altogether, only that much to try out. Would that work for you?
That it's getting a little bit closer to where I would want it to be,
Okay,
but that still is
gotcha.
a bit too much.
Well, then we also have our homemaker set, and that one is only. It's only that much altogether, only that much to try out, and you still get 8 table knives. And I'll tell you what, I can still throw in those super shears for you for free because I know you really like those.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's just still too much.
Oh yeah. Well, just so you know, I mean, if you look at it, like I said, it's only that much right there today.
Mm-hmm.
So that would really only come out to only about $66 out of your weekly budget. And like you said, you normally spend about $60 to $70 when you eat out.
That's very true.
Yeah. So you see how it kind of would, if you just eat in like one more night a week, it would actually save you that much money. And you'd save you that much, and that's for out of the month, or that's each week. So that's what it kind of breaks down to. So it kind of ends up paying for itself. See what I'm saying?
That is very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you think that set would work for you, or still a little too pricey?
Let's see. No.
Okay, gotcha. No problem. No problem at all. Do you mind if I show you some of our starter sets?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through our starter sets, and if none of them appeal to you, then we'll go from there. But anyway, so first we have our galley, and the galley set is for people who love the homemaker. It's just a little bit too much for their budget,
Mm-hmm.
and this one comes out to. Only this much altogether, only that much to try out. So would that work for you?
What can I see the other stuff that you have?
Yeah. Well, the next set down from there is our essentials and our studio set.
Mm-hmm.
So these are for people who love, or people who like basically will just get you in a smaller block, but still get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have your chef knife for your chopping your vegetables, your petite carver for cutting your meats or anything like that. Then your spatula spreader for, like when you're making those sandwiches for Mallory or anything. And then you got that paring knife for cutting your lemons and limes, for those Coronas we talked about.
Right.
But and then we have our studio set, which basically has all the same thing. You just don't have this one for your meat or for your vegetables, but you still have, the petite carver and the trimmer, which would be good. The trimmer is a great one for cutting through any of your like tomatoes or any vegetables you might need to use it for.
Right.
So so I know you saw the essentials there, but as far as the studio is only that much altogether, only that much to try out.
Okay. Well, can I buy just pieces?
Yeah, of course you can buy pieces, but the sets are safer, they're discounted, and you get free stuff. So if you don't mind, I'll just show you the other few sets, and then
Okay.
we can go from there, okay?
Okay.
So then we have our Space Saver set, which is for people who, it's good for like small campers, boats, RVs, anything like that. And this one, you get the chef knife still, you get the petite carver, you get the trimmer, the forage paring knife, and the 2 3/4 paring knife. And you can obviously hang it on a wall or put it in a drawer or something like that if you're worried about the space. So this one, you also get a bonus sharpener with that. And that one is only that much altogether and only that much to try out. So would that work for you?
What is this set? How
Well,
much
that's
is
our
that one?
gourmet set. I mean, if it's about the price, then I don't think the gourmet set would be for you. It's for people who cook or for Cutco owners
Okay.
and cook with alternative cuisine. I mean, just so you know, that one is that much altogether, only that much to try out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a little bit pricier there. But then our all knife set, which is this one right here, and it still fits in a drawer. You get the chef knife, full size carver for any big meats. You get the spatula spreader for your sandwiches, trimmer for tomatoes, and then you still get that paring knife. And that one comes out to that much altogether, and only that much to try out.
No, that's still
Okay, yeah, no problem. And then we do have our kitchenette set, which is this one right here. It's a little bit cheaper than that one, and you still get the bread knife for your slicing your bread or anything or cakes or anything you got like that. You got your petite carver for your meats. You get that turning fork, that petite carving set we talked about, the trimmer and the paring knife, and it will fit into your drawer. And that one is that much altogether, only that much to try out. So would that work for you? And I'll tell you what, I also can actually throw in a pair of super shoes still for that one.
Oh, really? I just still think it's a bit too much.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Well, what we can do is we can actually customize your own set, and then we can still probably get you something for free. Okay.
Okay.
So go back to this right here. Right here. So I'm gonna have you pick out your top 5 favorite pieces right here.
I think we got
Okay.
knives.
And pick those for me real quick.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely like the spatula spreader.
Okay.
The trimmer as well.
Mm-hmm.
The slicer.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Listen.
I liked the petite carver and the turning fork. Or is that 5?
Yeah, that's that with the turning fork. Yeah, that's
yes. Okay.
fine. Okay, gotcha. 1 second for me. Hey Trey, I'm with a customer right now, and she's interested in these top 5 pieces, and I was just wondering if there's any sort of deal that we can do for her. Okay, great. Appreciate it. And that's it, guys. That is the high power demo. One thing you notice, I switched it up a little bit. I meant to go back and do the, I didn't say the bun coverage joke before I went into the sale of the ultimate, or the complete set is what I like to call it. So just make sure that you say the complete set before, or excuse me, you say the bun coverage joke before you go into prices. So other than that, guys, that's the high power demo. And if you got any questions, I'm sure your manager can put us in touch. And yeah, have a great day.